why we.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Grizzlies center Steven Adams is playing for a team he once battled. Adams said, "I won that 2014 series. Zach Randolph punched me in the face, and he couldn't play Game 7. So I claimed that victory." Kevin, Adams took that punch and didn't react, but his jaw was so sore.
Yeah, me too. Thanks, David. Now look at Memphis's starting group. The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. And then there's Steven Adams. Then it's Morant. And it's Aldama in at the 4. And for Brooklyn, we've got Durant, also O'Neal out there. And it's Claxton in at the 7.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Now here's Morant. Bane passes to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
The way Brooks gets by people, he varies the pace of his dribble to keep you guessing.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Shot's good. By Durant.
You talk scores, nobody does it better than KD. He'll go down with the greats.
Outside, Bane. From 13, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And here's Brooks after the three-pointer from KD. Brooks. Rebound by Sumner.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Kicks to O'Neal. A 3 from Simmons. Buries it from three-point range.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Morant passes to Adams. And the call on the shot and sends him to the line.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Curry's checked in.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Outside Durant. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And yes, it's good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Morant. Last game with 30 points. Outside, Bane. Back to Morant. And again, Memphis no good. Nets leading by 7. Simmons finds Curry. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's O'Neal with the 3. That one misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And really brought an impressive physicality to that matchup, drawing a ton of fouls and, of course, went on to win it.
They forced the issue and made the defense hack them to death last game. I'm sure they'll try to mirror that same attack in this one.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Bane passes to Morant. Got a hand on it. It's Durant on the wing. Brooks covering, and that one good.
The playmaking skills of Kevin Durant on display, capable of whipping passes to open teammates.
1:25 left to play in the first quarter, and the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
You know what happens? You start to miss a few. You develop a lack of confidence, and suddenly it becomes contagious.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Sharps checked in for Nicholas Claxton. That's Mills in for Ben Simmons. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. O'Neal with the rebound. Picked him clean. Curry with some nice D. Passes it to Sharp. There's the three. Conchar pulls it in. The Grizzlies trail by 8. They get it back. Mills finds Curry. Out to the wing. From 10 feet out, the Grizzlies pull it in. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Jones. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And a bucket like that one might be just what they need to cut into this lead.
KD with the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Brooks. And it's Durant with the rebound. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. There's O'Neal with the three. Drills the three-pointer. O'Neal's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Nets.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
We've got Mills. Durant is out there with Morris. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Claxton in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. For Memphis, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first free throw is good.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Durant kicks to Mills. A three-pointer, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Fires at the elbow. It's rebounded by Durant.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Curry gets the bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's the pass to Concho. Here's Brooks. Again, the miss by Brooks. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. They get it again. It's Curry outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists tonight.
Nice pass by Kevin Durant. Has a good feel to find his teammates.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 15-point game. Here's Concho. Makes it off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
I love the aggression, but they'll need more of that to try and climb back into this one.
Left side Durant. 6 to shoot. Off target from outside. The Grizzlies trail by 13. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Especially the younger team. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. O'Neal's check in for Markieff Morris. Edmund Sumner comes in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Patty Mills. And Memphis also making a switch. Clark's checked in. Baines checked in for Brooks. On defense, the Nets. Morant outside. And the shot goes in.
What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Simmons dishes to O'Neal. The Nets working the ball around now. And Simmons kicks to Sumner. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Aldama's checked in, and Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite level company.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The lead now cut to single digits. Baines got his second basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
A 3 from Simmons. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Conchar. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
Simmons on the wing. Here's Claxton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Claxton's got 6 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Here's Bain. Here's Aldama, and it's blocked. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant, the pass to O'Neal. Durant kicks to Sumner. Offline with his 3. Jones against Simmons. Jones, the pass to Bain. 2 on the clock, and he hits the jump shot. Bain's got 6 here in this quarter.
Stepping in, Bain is automatic from that area.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
We got some t-shirts for the loudest, craziest, most exciting fans in the building. If you want one, put your hands in the air and wave those babies like you just don't care. How about this Brooklyn dance? Show 'em some love.
Jones from outside. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. KD, some great work for you defensively. How have you been able to contain them?
They're so tough, but we're playing hard. You know, guys are getting beat, but we're helping each other out, and that's what we have to do if we want to win this game.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
They're running the offense beautifully this one, working for good looks. Their confidence looks sky high. It's going to be hard for that defense to disrupt their flow at this point.
How about you, Kenny? What'd you think about Memphis?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man would say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get some help. That pretty much covers everything. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And that's...
Now heading onto the floor.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Aldama in at the power forward. And they pick up 2. Adams has got his second bucket tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Morris dishes to Mills. Outside Curry. Jacks up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. And the Nets lead by 12.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Brooks misses. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. KD says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Oh, boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And Adams kicks to Brooks. Bane against Curry. Up top, Bane. He's got 6. Good work defensively by Morris.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Sharp. That's good.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And I think, Steve, now we see less real crunch matches than we did before. But do you like seeing those games where there is no love lost, where there is some bad blood and some contention?
Kevin, I love it. Yes, friends off the court, but on the court, You got to go at each other. And when it's over, win or lose, you leave it right there and you go back to being friends.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. KD's checked in for Sharp. And it's Ben Simmons in for Markieff Morris. Here's Morant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Morant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
High post, KD. He's got 11.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
On the wing, Bane. Guarded by Kirk. Back to Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. Off target from three-point range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Adams against Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
When Kevin Durant is shooting this efficiently, it's lights out. Defense better make a change.
We've got 1:18 left to play here in the third.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Brooks outside. Over Harris. Here's Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Brooks. Conchar comes in for Bane. And Jones subbed in for Morant.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you, night in and night out, is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone. Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Here's Jones. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense there from KD. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Mills passes to KD. Back to Mills. The 3. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. KD's got his 5th assist in this one. Jones, no one around him. Hits the 3-point bomb. Jones has got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And so it's Brooklyn, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Bill's out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Simmons. Then there's Harris. And it's KD in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And a wide open look for Simmons. Drains the three-pointer. Simmons got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nets. Pass to Concho. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
And here's Harris from the arc. Knocks down the three ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Durant in the corner. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Pass to Concho. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here is KD. Harris outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
On the wing, Jones, covered by Mills. Jones, no luck.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Now here's Durant. He's guarded closely. Conchar pulls it in. Conchar's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. They get it back. Clark. And it falls over the rim and in.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Sinks the triple. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Jones, the pass to Concho.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Pass to Tillman. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Nets go the other way with it. A deep three from Durant. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You better start picking him up at half court. KD is that kind of shooter.
Now the pass to Concho. Here's Tillman. Count that bucket.
That's just good basketball. Can't ask for a better look.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And for Memphis, they're shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the 2nd of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
Look at that!
I'm leaving. I'm gone. It is unreal how consistent Kevin Durant is from range. He'll go to the arc any chance he gets.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Harris. O'Neal comes in for Patty Mills. And Edmund Sumner's subbed in for Seth Curry. Timeout called the Nets. They're up by 32. 32 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, what do you think?
And you just have to avoid silly fouls here, guys. Defend with caution. Maybe get ready to make some free throws. If they can do that, they'll be looking really good here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Morris is checked in for O'Neal. Joe Harris comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Curry's checked in for Edmund Sumner. It's Mills in for Ben Simmons. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
The 8-footer, 2 points. That one goes. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Katie with it from deep, and the miss. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Seth. Satisfying home win. What does the support feel like in front of these fans?
Oh, it's great. Great home court. They bring that energy every game, even when we're struggling. So, I mean, it's much appreciated, and it felt good to get this win for them.
It was a team effort and a crowd effort as well. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.